Hola, and welcome back to the Lowdown. This week's special guests are Memphis Mayfire. Here we go. Please and welcome Memphis Mayfire to the Lowdown. How's it going, guys?
What up, what up?
Yeah, so Download Festival, excited much?
I can't even.
Like that look says it all.
Yeah, we don't even, we haven't really processed that it's real yet, that we're playing it, man. We're just so excited. We love coming here, but to be able to come here and play Download is a dream come true, so.
Has it felt like there's been quite a groundswell for you guys in the UK for a while?
Oh,
like,
man.
The last couple of times I've seen you, you just kind of see it building and building and building, especially like, who was the show at the Electric Ballroom with? Was that with Of Mice and Men?
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, like that show, you could feel that something big was about to happen. Has it felt like that for you guys every time you've been here?
Totally. I mean, you know, the first time we came over, it wasn't quite as exciting, but you know, like we've already done, you know, 4 or 5 shows here on our first headliner over here, and wow, I mean, it's been unreal. Every single night has just been so hypey, and these kids are having so much fun, and it feels like home now, and that's great.
Killer. Have you had fun putting unconditional material in the set now?
Absolutely.
You know what? I think it's everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
It seems like during the set, you know, everyone is most excited about those songs, and who gets that? You know, like what band can say that their newest stuff is everybody's favorite? That's awesome. So we're so happy.
So like, was it a relief as well? Because like it'd been a while since Challenger. Like, was it a relief when the record A dropped and B was as successful as it's been? It's like, am I right in saying it was like top 5, wasn't it, in the States? Like
Yeah,
number 4.
number 4 album.
So sick.
We got number 1 rock, number 1 hard rock, number 1 independent, and number 4 all around.
That's madness.
So,
Wicked.
man, I mean, what a blessing. I just feel like from the second that we wrapped the record, we all kind of knew it was going to do great things for, you know, not only numbers-wise, but just the message it has to offer. I think a lot of people are going to get a lot out of it.
Was there any more pressure on the writing of this record? Because it kind of like, it felt like when you look at the band, like a couple of the bands that you're like, oh, they might actually pop now. Mm-hmm. Like Memphis were definitely one of those bands. Like, did it add any kind of pressure to the writing that like there was more eyeballs on your band than ever before?
I mean, for the writing-wise, I was in such a weird place, you know, mentally and just in my life in general, that I wasn't even worried or focused about the success of the record. I just had a lot that I needed to say, not for myself necessarily, but for everybody else. It was, I went through a lot of rough things, and it was really important that I be honest in this record, because I knew how the honesty of the lyrical content could really just allow us to relate with our fans on a whole new level. So that's really all I wanted from this record. I wanted to be honest in it, and my oh my, it's honest.
If you don't mind me asking, was it to do with like incidents or like where your head was at? Like, what was the difficulties in the writing process of the record?
Well, for the year and a half leading up to doing the record, anxiety and depression and a lot of weird mental issues had been introduced into my life at random, and I didn't really know why or how to handle them. And, you know, after, you know, trying medication and therapy and all these different things, like I started to recognize, you know, all of the weight that I was holding that I didn't, you know, I was unaware of. And I now have the ability to relate with all this fan mail that we get on a daily basis, where kids tell us about the anxiety, the depression in their life, things like that, whereas before I never could. So my sister, who's a therapist, you know, when I spoke with her a lot about it, she just said, you know, it's important that you be honest and you kind of put all your cards out on the table for this record so that people know you're a human being and that you have, you know, real situations that, you know, they go through as well that you can offer help for. And, you know, I'm just thankful. I just wanted to be honest in the record, and it's very blatantly honest. Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's a certain element of like positivity that comes there as well, because there's personal strength on the show.
Absolutely.
And, like there's an actual like you can live through this message as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you know, I through all of it, you know, like right in the thick of it, just really started to seek out my relationship with Jesus and really start to find a foundation in who I believe God to be and, you know, my creator. And I found a whole new world of peace in knowing him. And that's ultimately what brought me out of it. You know, I'll never preach at anybody or try to shove any ideas down anybody's throat. All I can do is tell my story and what got me out of it and what helped me. And at the end of the day, just understanding God's love for me is really what the answer was.
So, because this is about the Download Festival, have the songs taken on an extra lease of life live?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, live, it's a whole new world. When those songs pop up in the set, it's almost like I think the whole band can feel, not only the rhythm but the message throughout the whole song, and you just see the kids' eyes light up as if these songs were written specifically about them. It's a whole new experience live.
Were you throwing like No Ordinary Love and stuff in like early before the record dropped?
Yeah, weeks before. Yeah, and people didn't care. I mean,
yeah.
They were just like, whoa, what's this? It's faster, it's heavier, it's more exciting, and all around, people have just really caught on.
And so the thought of like a possible audience of like 60, 80,000 people at Download Festival, I've seen you guys a bunch of times. Like I've seen you in the States as well. Like those full-throated choruses. Like have you had like moments like that already in the band? Like that level of people, like and knowing the choruses and what that feels like on stage.
I'd say the closest would probably be we just headlined our stage at Self-Help Festival.
Oh, this was a Data Remembers thing in the States.
Yeah,
right?
It was great, man. The smaller stage, I think there was between like 10 and 12,000 people watching us, and it was just chaos. I mean, from front to back, I've never seen so many people in one place. And to hear all of them singing, and I asked them, to put up their flashlights on their phone and everything, and it was like a galaxy. It was just unreal, and just such an incredible experience. So, yeah, I can only imagine that times 3 or 4 for Download.
It's going to be bad. Stick around. Memphis Mayfire going to be answering your questions later on in the show. Welcome back. Memphis Mayfire going to be answering your questions. First up, Kristen Long says, if you were stuck on an island, which 3 band members from any band would you pick to be with you?
Dennis from Alisana.
Right.
Solid.
Reason?
Because if for whatever reason we had some batteries, he would absolutely have his portable stereo with him. And he'll get that out, open up a lawn chair, sit back, crack open a beer, and just be the happiest person in the world as long as that little jam box is sitting there just blaring some, black metal. He's
Nice.
ready. He's by far one of the most amazing people to be around on tour. Who else? AG from Fact.
With his mask or without?
Without. Oh, he's a beautiful man. We just love all those guys, in fact, but he especially just really brings a life to the party. Did you say 3 people?
Yeah, you got one more.
Take the third.
I know it sounds cheesy, but I'd have to go with R. Kellen, just because he's so crafty and he could build us nice huts to live in and make tools out of things.
He'd eat all the chicken, though.
He would eat the entire
Is he an arts and crafts kind of guy?
I'm talking like carpentry, man.
Oh yeah.
He's pretty good at everything he does.
You learn something new every day, carpentry.
Sure.
Shane Patrick Collins says, what is the tallest building in the world? Do you know the answer to this? Off camera. Do you know anyone?
Isn't it in, it's in Dubai, right?
Dubai.
Like Kuala Lumpur? Oompa Loompa?
It's Dubai.
Right.
Yeah, Dubai just beat it.
I'm so gullible you could say anything. Anyway, there's this really big igloo.
It's in London, you didn't know?
Yeah, wouldn't I? Like, honestly, so gullible.
Pickle building, right?
Johnny Peak says, where is your most embarrassing tattoo?
It depends on what you consider to be embarrassing. I've got so many random ones on my legs, I'm trying to think.
Wow. How high up your legs do you go?
Oh,
It sounds pervy as hell, doesn't it?
Everywhere.
Is it? Sorry, is that weird?
No, I mean, we all have, like, everybody in our band has doner kebab tattoos.
Wow.
Yeah, because we love it. That's not even embarrassing to us. As an English person, or I guess anybody except American, thinks that that's the dumbest choice that
No
we could
way,
have
man.
possibly made.
My mate Ben, what's up, has a chicken nugget tattooed on himself.
Really?
I kid you not. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I'm telling you, we think kebab is the greatest thing since sliced bread. We really do. So.
Mate, I do preaching to the converted.
It's a bit funny for me because I don't eat meat anymore. So.
That's true.
You're a vegetarian with
He
a
still has a kebab tattoo, yeah.
Superb. James Evans says, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you on stage?
I mean, we've all taken pretty gnarly spills on slick stages.
Yeah, there's a few...
Have you ever been pranked by a band, majorly?
Yeah, actually, who was it? Of Machines? They all came on kind of dressed like the characters from Where the Wild Things Are, or some shit, whatever. It was the last day of tour in Chicago.
That's just how they dress, son.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
True.
Byrony Elizabeth Wardley says, if you could pick any band, dead or alive, to cover one of your songs, who would it be and why? And you have to pick a song, obviously.
I mean, I guess I'd like to hear Coldplay try to cover a Memphis Mayfire song.
I'd be intrigued. What, one of the more gnarly ones?
Yeah, exactly. For sure. Sleepless Nights, good luck.
Nice. Dave Growl on Twitter says, Matty, who's your favourite ginger in rock?
Aaron Gillespie, probably.
Good shout.
Yeah.
Jarvis Jinx on Scuzz says, what's the inspiration for No Ordinary Love?
First off, I just have to say these names are all amazing.
Yeah, right?
And what was the inspiration for No Ordinary Love?
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to take the story of the prodigal son from the Bible and make it into a modern day fashion. I think that anybody who really tries to find happiness and success or wealth or anything like that will quickly find that that's not where it lies. And you know, we've all had that struggle for sure. Thought that fame and success could fill those voids in our life, and sought after it, and quickly came back to realizing that, you know, just my relationship with my Creator is the most valuable thing in my life. So, No Ordinary Love is about me.
Killer. Smelly Ellie. Can I say it's at on Scuzz? Can I say that? Right, you'll have to bleep it then. I don't have a question, but can you say hey for me? Who put that in there? So Smelly Ellie says hi. At Danny Jenkins 90 said, would you rather, this is a good one, would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
Well, I better just be able to shout, I guess.
What if you got to keep a secret though? You can't tell anyone, but...
Yeah, I mean, I guess. No secrets, I guess.
I'd hate to only be able to whisper though. You could only hear anyone.
Oh, it'd be almost as bad as being mute. You know, like it'd be hard to communicate anything.
I'm with you on the shouting. At This Broken Glass says, when you're bored on the tour bus, do you guys have any stupid games?
Everything we do is a stupid game, I think.
How'd you kill boredom on your tour bus? Best way as a group.
I mean, we just recently have just been watching a lot of Riff Raff interviews on YouTube.
Who's Riff Raff?
On YouTube.
Forgive my ignorance here.
I feel like I shouldn't have even spread the plague.
Yikes.
Yeah, he's somehow the most ignorant and brilliant. I wouldn't even know if I'd call him a human being. He's something else.
Yeah?
He's a rapper. Yeah, he's written an entire album of lyrics that make zero sense. And one of his favorite lines was when on his last interview they said, "When's the last time you peed the bed?" And he said, "Which one?" I don't know. It's ridiculous.
The cult of Riff Raff has just grown.
Yeah, we love him.
At Martin Lynch says, if you weren't in this band, what would you be doing?
Janitor, I guess.
Is that what you were before, Andy?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm just not good at anything else. I'm barely even okay at this.
What was your worst job before you were in a band?
Lumberyard.
Lumberyard?
Oh, man.
Look at him.
I said, yeah, like
fits.
they gave you an axe.
No, not quite. It wasn't that cool. Didn't get to destroy anything. Just a lot of heavy
man.
lifting.
In England, do you have dollar theaters?
What? No.
Or I guess you call them cinemas, but do you have cheap cinemas?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, a
They
dollar.
always show like older films, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that was my job in America. I worked at a dollar theater, And I was just like, I would either take tickets or, make popcorn at a cheap theater.
Right.
It's like all of like the grossest people in town come in and expect the world, and it was pretty terrible.
Did you have to manually put the butter on the
Oh, yeah.
popcorn? Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
the grimmest thing I see in the States.
Like, it was when I was still in high school, and my mom wouldn't even wash my clothes with other stuff because they just had butter all over it, like grease.
Oh, brutal.
It's disgusting.
At Becca Durrans says, have you got anything special planned for this first download appearance? Or are you just going to turn up and just rock a standard Memphis Mayfire show?
I guess we could probably tell them now, since it's getting closer. We actually are all going to be flying in on spaceships to the stage.
Taking Gua's place.
Yeah. We rented out the entire backline from Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, we rented out the entire backline from Spinal Tap from their Stonehenge video. We're going to be using all that too, so just, watch out.
No, we're not playing Stonehenge. At Steph L. Knight says, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Street Sharks?
Ooh,
Street Sharks was so sick.
it was.
I totally forgot about that until you just said that. It's been years since I've even heard the words Street Sharks.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Before Michael Bay ruins it all for all of us.
Oof, I'm not gonna watch that.
I'm not either.
No, I saw the trailer and I was like, oh man, not going
Yeah, no way. But yeah, dude, April was just so fine. Back in the day, dude, that was my steez.
The yellow jacket.
And Kellen kind of looks like Master Splinter, our guitar player.
He sure does.
No.
Exact facial hair pattern.
And finally, at Joshua Dunn, at Just Jesting says, if you were a wrestler, what would your stage name be?
Farmer Elder.
That's the perfect place to end it. Memphis Mayfire rocking it at Download Festival 2014.